Hey guys, welcome to Shark Attack Sunday. I'm here with Jonathan Moody and
Hey,
John Ward, and we're here to talk about say hi, John.
Hi.
There we go. And we're here to talk about the movie Shark, which is a recent, not the Mark Polonia movie, the recent
which
one.
movie? But I think we lost you for a second there.
Oh, can you hear me?
No, but I just lost the name, the title.
Oh, we're here to talk about Land Shark.
Woo!
Not the Mark Polonia movie of the same title, the recent Asian movie that came out and is on Walmart and on Tubi.
Yeah, you can see it on Tubi for free.
Exactly. And I'm surprised more people aren't talking about this movie because it's about a shark that walks on land. I mean, I don't know exactly what more you want.
I mean, I was hoping more land. If they didn't get to land till like more than halfway, after the movie, but
Yeah.
I was a little disappointed. I was like, almost like, oh my God, is this movie all set in like the place that they worked at, and that's it?
Yeah.
I was so
So yeah, it's got some
Underwater.
what?
Underwater.
yeah,
Yeah.
underwater.
Yeah, to finish off Jonathan's thing, so people
Yeah.
know it's a facility underwater.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's got some like deep blue sea vibes because they're like studying these sharks to cure cancer. And they put some type of cross whatever into the shark, some type of different genes into the shark, and that's why the shark's so crazy and goes on land and stuff. And halfway through, spoiler alert, you find out they've crossed the genes with an earthworm. So that's a really cool twist. But I mean, the shark's insane, and it's just like killing machine.
So would you say this is like Deep Blue Sea mixed with Tremors?
Yes, actually, I think that's a great way to describe this movie.
Which I mean, that would sound a lot of fun, just hearing that. So hopefully, people check that out and be like, "Oh my God, I want to see that so bad," you know.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I love that. I was surprised about the earthworm thing because earthworms are so small, you know.
Yeah.
Like that's just so strange, you know.
It's such a thing out of left field to like crossbreed a shark with, which is why I think it's so funny and fun. And like the way the shark like, goes underground, like you see it spin. The
Yeah.
way the shark walks on land and shakes its fin is so fucking cute.
What
I
did you think
mean,
of it, John? Oh, sorry, Madeline.
I was just saying, I think it's really fun.
So what did you think when you first saw it, John? We might can you hear us, John? Or are you
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
taking your time?
Oh yeah. Yeah. No, I watched it. I watched it. Yeah, I watched it.
Okay, so I'm just gonna say this. I'm gonna preface this by saying Madeline said I don't think John's gonna like this movie
Yeah, we've
to
done
me.
enough reviews together. I know you don't like ridiculous stuff like this.
I
Paul
I I
might
I
like it
will
a little
say
better.
this. That I will say this. I'm fooling you guys. I actually loved it. I thought it was
Okay.
great from beginning
Oh,
to end.
okay.
I thought it was awesome. I recently watched Blood Bite, and this was like Citizen Kane compared to that,
Mm.
and
I haven't watched.
I really enjoyed it. I really liked Land Shark. I thought it was really fun. I really um you like some people, you hate some people in it. The shark is pretty cool looking, you know. Yeah, I mean, obviously they knew that somebody like Jonathan would have a problem with it being underwater, so that's why they had the beginning of the movie, like, you know, have it's what took place at the beginning of the movie was like 30 minutes into the movie.
hmm
So, so they could tell people, I guess, oh yeah, no, the shark does go to land. It just doesn't stay in the water. But I guess seeing that scene, it didn't bother me at all that it was a lot of it took place in the water. I thought they were just throwing everything in, just threw anything they could think of in there. Yeah, I really liked it. I mean, you just watched Bait, and Jonathan, and I thought that it had a lot of bait type of stuff in it too.
Maybe that's a bit of my problem too. Like because I just watched Bait and it felt very Bait like in the beginning where it's just, they're just on things, to like get away from the shark, instead of like on land running away from the shark, which was more my, like it like I liked that more, but I didn't mind the underwater facility. I just preferred if it were more like about the land, because it is called Land Shark. I mean, you
Yeah,
know. So I mean, whatever.
I just think
I
whenever it's like kind of the pacing, because even when I first saw it, I was kind of like, oh, they're still, in the water or whatever. But then when it goes on land, it kind of goes balls to the wall, and I think it works. I think that's just kind of the pacing of it. I mean, and I think the like you said, John, the shark looks really cool. I really love the shark design. Uh, I think I think that's really cool.
Yeah.
yeah, I
I
mean,
mean, you can
it
see it.
looks like it would bore. It looks like they made it to make it look like it would go into the earth. So,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I like that it did have like a personality. I like when it comes, when it does go on land and it sees like the little girl on the bike and it doesn't kill her. It just kind of
yeah.
stares at her. I thought was funny. And then the other little girl in it that it kind of jumps over her and gets the guy who's like the total dick. Just skipping her. But of course, it's going to go back and eat her anyways. But it skipped her first to get rid of the bad guy. But
Mhm.
yeah, I really enjoyed it. I liked all the characters in it. I thought the big guy was funny.
Oh, he was
Um,
my favorite.
It was hilarious. Yeah,
I told Madeline that like when I was watching it, I was like, that guy's my favorite. I forgot his name. What was his name?
I forgot.
Um, I want to say it started with a K or something. What was his name? I had it, you
Just
talk.
look at our past messages.
I'm looking right now
Oh,
and I'm
okay.
scrolling up, but I'm not seeing. Uh, oh, Pengu.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, he was great. I just loved him. Uh,
Great.
I like the main guy, the hunter. Thought he was good. He had a pretty good personality. And I like the bad guy, the father who didn't seem like a bad guy till the end of the movie, or whatever, you know.
And
So
Yu Yu, the little girl. Wasn't her name like Yu
I thought they call her Yo-Yo,
Yo Yo? Yeah, close
but it
Uh,
enough.
was it was pronounced
her
Yu-Yu.
voice was annoying.
Oh yeah.
That dubbed voice is
Oh yeah,
very
the
annoying
dumb
with her.
voices
Did you
were.
notice like it was that the same, pretty much the same voice for like children, any children? They just had the same person do both children or whatever, because there was another child there too that was screaming or whatever, and uh, same voice. It was funny, you know.
I
Do
think
you?
I think dubbing sometimes make these cheesy kind of movies even better. Even though like serious like foreign films I like to watch subtitles, but sometimes when it's like, over the top ridiculous like this, dubbing kind of makes it even more funny to me. So I kind of enjoy watching some of these movies dubbed.
Well, and that's I was actually going to bring that up. Is do you think? I mean, obviously, if somebody's speaking German and it's dubbed in English, it's never going to match. But
No,
do you think that they still do bad dubbing on purpose? You know how like they always used to make fun of the Bruce Lee movies and that the
uh,
voices never match the lips. I mean, do you think now they intentionally, or do you think that they try to make the stuff match?
I
Oh,
don't
like
know.
they'll match the actual lips of what they're saying. Like,
Well, just make it better. I mean, you have this like little girl, and she's like, "Grandpa, Grandpa, hi, Grandpa, how are you, Grandpa?" And it's like it's almost this racist, high pitched little girl voice that's just like, "Oh my God, this is awful. If I had to hear this, I'd throw her to the shark." And it comes off as this really kind of obnoxious voice where it's like, are Americans dubbing these voices and just doing really bad
like
accents
racist,
and
racist
yeah, or do they
accents.
actually try to make the dubbing better than what it used to be?
I don't
Uh,
know. That's a good question. But
yeah,
what's funnier about that is it was uncle, not grandpa. And the
yeah,
uncle
Uncle.
uncle threw her to the shark. And I was like, what
That
the
made me
fuck?
laugh so hard. I was
I
thinking,
was just like, I
That
can't
was
believe this.
awesome.
I
yeah,
just, I mean, and you know what? I kind of thought about people and how, like, it sounds terrible, but a lot of people would actually do that to save their own ass.
exactly.
And we don't see this in film much because we want usually to like the characters, right? Or whatever, in some sort of way. So it was so funny that like he just like throws her, and then of course the shark like jumps over her and goes after him.
Which is amazing. Yeah.
I wonder if that was because you said something, John, about personality, and I wonder if that was a thing with the shark, is that the shark doesn't like to. He was chasing after the child. Why wouldn't he eat the child? You know,
I mean, because the uncle's a bigger a hole. Because
maybe.
it did go back. It went back for her.
Mm.
It just that's when all the army guys showed up and started shooting it.
Yep. Yeah, it went back for her and everything. Then the army guys showed up, and then the father, you know, uh,
I
who
didn't understand the father thing. I didn't get that because it's like, okay, so he's older, he married young. That's supposed to be his daughter, I guess, but he kind of looks like the grandfather, and the hunter guy's like hitting on his wife, or is that his daughter with the baby? Like, what is like? I didn't understand. Like, I was confused
mm,
with the relationships because it's he goes to the little girl and he's like, oh, I'm gonna go take her to the swings, and I'm
Yeah.
thinking the swing is probably in the building somewhere, and it's up on the surface. So it's like, what the fuck? Did he leave her there for like 6 hours?
by herself. Yeah, she was all by herself when the thing came. I'm like, Jesus.
Yeah. So I didn't
Uh,
understand. I didn't get his relate. I didn't understand maybe in the dubbing or something that
mm.
I don't know, maybe this was the dad or the grandfather or her boss or something. And because I didn't get it. Like, why would he be so casual with the hunter guy hitting on his wife?
Yeah.
And why would she be okay with it too?
I don't know. Interesting. Like,
I don't either. I didn't think that deep into it.
yeah, I don't think this is a movie that you're supposed to think that deep into. You just kind of go with it.
Yeah.
Whatever they do, you're just like, okay, that happened. That
Yeah,
happened.
pretty
I
much.
just my brain does not work that way.
So that's okay.
That's okay. That's why you're on the show though, because then you
Yeah.
can, you can bring shit like that up, and we'd be like, oh, didn't even think about that. Nope, we just, and this is sort of the thing where I want to like let people know. I mean, we kind of spoiled a lot of stuff, so if you haven't seen it, please still go watch it on Tubi if you haven't seen it, because this movie is one of those movies that, like, to me, you could just watch and kind of, you don't have to like pay attention to it, like most of the time, most of these movies that people just get eaten, or whatever, and you don't have any connection to them. I had a connection to the fat guy because I thought he was great.
He
Loved him
was
to death.
funny as hell.
Yeah. He was what did he say, like the Pengu theory or whatever?
Yeah.
It's like kept
That
trying
was
that thing.
great.
Oh, I loved it. I like that guy. I like the hunter. I, I was sort of on the fence on the girl,
Yeah.
the main girl, because I was just like, she's sort of kind of boring, like she doesn't really have much of a personality. And in fact, I was like, oh man, are they gonna shoot her too? Like, like they shot that one girl. Like, oh my goodness, is he was, and that's all he was shooting was women in that thing. I thought that was so fucked up.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he aimed the gun at his wife.
Was that his wife? Like you keep saying that. I never caught that. I never caught that they were married, you know.
Well,
But
who would have where's the wife of the little girl then?
I didn't think
Is
there was
she
one.
like a nanny?
I thought she was somebody worked there and she knew Yo Yo. I think that's her name, Yo Yo. I'm gonna call her that because, she was sort of a yo yo. Um, but like yeah, that's, I mean, I think that's, I don't know. You know,
I don't
um
know either. I didn't follow, I
I
guess, kind of who was who that
I thought he
was.
introduced her as his wife.
oh, maybe. I didn't catch that part, you know. But I where would it was that in the beginning of the movie?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, maybe I'm totally wrong. I mean, maybe that's why he's
Hmm.
so casual with everything, with Hunter hitting on her and him aiming a gun at her, and maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he never did. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. Maybe I'm mistaken. But I figured it was his wife because I don't know. I thought he said it, or because she's with the kid.
Maybe. I don't remember.
Yeah, I'll have to rewatch and see because now I'm
Yeah,
curious. Can't
now you make
remember
me want to
either.
rewatch it. So I can, I
Well,
don't
yeah,
know.
because where's the wife? Maybe the shark is the wife?
Shark is the wife, yeah. Well,
Yeah,
he did have a real big thing for the shark. Um,
Yeah, he did.
I
yeah.
didn't get any of the, okay, so how is that shark originally going to cure cancer? Like, I didn't get any of that.
I don't know. They
Like,
they
because
were
later on you find
talking.
out it's a weapon, and
Yeah,
I'm like,
exactly. I think the whole cancer thing was maybe just a ruse to try to do nuclear, you know, whatever type of weapon warfare. I don't know.
I
Because
mean,
I guess
are
they
you gonna
don't
bring
really say.
you're gonna
What?
bring a shark to war? Like,
It's about a shark that walks on land.
I know, but
That's
I'm
the
just
least
saying,
of our
now that's
worry.
the movie John wants to see, a war shark,
I
where
mean, I'll
sharks are
watch it.
War Shark sounds pretty good. I'd watch
Yeah.
War Shark,
I
sure.
wouldn't. Not me. I'm not a war guy. Remember, I hate war movies.
Yeah, I don't like war
But it has
movies
a
either. But
shark
if it
in it.
involves a shark, I'll watch
Jonathan
it.
hates everything.
He knows that. Like he'll count down all the different things I hate. Zombies. I hate zombies. I hate World War
Sports,
II.
World War II.
Well, any of the world wars, any of that stuff, like that time. I
Yeah,
mean,
I
I can't
don't
get into war
understand
movies
it.
either.
I don't get it. There are so many good war films out there. It's amazing. There are so
I
many good
mean,
sports films out there.
I'm sure there are, but that's not great entertainment to me.
I get bored. I'm like, okay, one guy
Yeah,
shot another guy, and then another guy.
I
And I
got bored
understand
and
it's history,
depressed.
but I don't even get
How can
depressed.
you
I just get bored.
don't like zombies? I mean, that confuses the hell out of me. But that's
I
okay.
mean, I'm like over zombie movies, but there's still plenty of good zombie movies. Like The Sadness was really good.
And I was really sad at Dog Soldiers because I wanted to love that movie, but I wanted more a wolf than I got in that movie.
Dog
I got more
Soldiers is a
war.
masterpiece. What are you
I got
talking
more war stuff and then werewolf stuff. So I was kind of
It's an
bummed out.
awesome director on that film.
Oh yeah, great director. I'm not gonna lie about that. And the direction was, fantastic. I just didn't like the movie because I didn't like the war shit. You know,
I'm
I
out of
love
here.
Dog Soldiers.
he's done. We broke John.
Yeah,
Anyway, this
going
is
off the rails as always.
well. Hey, John knows
That's
this.
what we
We
do.
do this. Yeah, this
See you,
is me.
John.
Stay on target.
You
Stay
know.
on target.
But anyway, to go back, yes. I don't know. I mean, I really enjoyed the. I actually enjoyed the movie a lot more than I was expecting to,
Good.
because I saw the Mark Polonio one starring Sarah French, and I really liked that one. I thought it was fun, goofy, kind of silly. Um, you know,
Yeah,
the way I thought land sharks were gonna be, but then I saw this one, and I'm like, damn, like it's like that movie, but way more budget. You know,
yeah,
Well,
and
yeah,
and Jonathan should have known that I would have liked it because he knows my love for you take this one thing and you remove it from its element and put it in something completely different.
for
So
some
when it was
reason,
swimming,
yeah. I was
swimming
gonna
towards
say
the
for some
city,
reason I didn't think you were gonna like it. I don't know why.
I mean,
yeah,
it's no 90210 Shark Attack.
Oh God, that movie. I made my shitty shark show co-host watch that because I made
Ah,
it, and I was like, "You guys have to see this shit show."
did you do it already?
Yeah, we reviewed it. They all hated it.
Of course. I mean,
Obviously, it's a
who
bad movie.
who I don't even think David Dakota likes it, So I
Why
don't.
would he?
paycheck.
Yeah, he liked the paycheck. It's
Yeah,
like Michael
exactly. That's all
Caine
that
saying
matters.
He did Jaws Revenge for the money, for his house
Well,
or
he
whatever.
got two things out of making the movie. He got a paycheck and he got a bunch of guys with their shirts off.
Oh, that's true. I thought you were talking about Michael Caine for a second. Then I was like,
So
what?
did I for a second.
I was like,
Oh,
whoa, that was something I did
I
not
don't
know
know
about
Michael
Michael
Caine.
Caine.
Maybe. You never know.
um,
Okay, might be open to some things. He is British.
what's it? Mario Van Peebles was in that movie, right? Wasn't he
I
in the
don't know.
movie shirtless or something in Jaws the Revenge? Somebody was.
Do not mark Mario. I'm a big Mario Van Peebles fan. I think he's a very underrated director and actor. So, and yes, I do believe he is.
Chris Seaver did a Mario Van Pebbles cereal, and that just sounds wonderful. I want that.
That's funny.
I will not watch that. It's
No,
insulting.
what? No, it's a parody, but it was a not whatever. Anyway,
Melvin Van Peebles' dad is such a fabulous director. I mean,
yeah,
he is just an amazing person. So
there you
I'm a
go.
huge Peebles person. So love them all.
Yeah,
Unlike the Smiths.
and you love Jaws the Revenge.
I actually do like Jaws: The Revenge.
I know. I saw
I
a
think it's
review of
better
it.
than Jaws 3.
I think almost any of the Jawses are better than Jaws 3.
I like Jaws 3. It's
Uh,
Jaws and
I
SeaWorld.
like them all, but if I had the choice, I'd probably watch Jaws: The Revenge.
yeah. Well, it's more goofy and silly. And hey,
Yeah.
it takes the shark out of one place and puts it in somewhere else.
There
know?
you go.
They
That's
took that of Martha's Vineyard and put it in the Bahamas or wherever they were at. So.
that's why you like Jaws 3, because it takes that out and puts it in SeaWorld, you know?
And that one was good too. Jaws 2 is still the best they pulled.
Right.
We just reviewed Jaws 2 on Shitty Shark Show. So
Oh, for real?
right before I hopped on here. Yeah. I love
I
Jaws.
gotta rewatch that. I saw that at Scares
bad.
That Care last not last a few years ago. They played it. And they couldn't play it out on the outside for some reason or whatever, like they normally do. So they had
Yeah.
to play it inside and everything. And I went and I saw it, and I hadn't seen that movie in so long. I was so happy to see it again. It was,
Oh, for sure.
yeah, it's a classic. Um,
But in
Nas
Jaws
the
2, they do
first.
the woman points out to Brody when she finds the orca, and Brody mentions if it's a shark, and she goes, "Sure, Brody, sharks don't take revenge."
Yeah,
But
They do. They
yeah,
do.
apparently they do later, because that
it's
time it was
personal.
yeah, I was gonna say that. There you go. It was personal this time. So to go back though, it did not have a shark on land. None of the Jawses had a shark on land.
Well, that's because they're more based in reality than land shark.
What? I don't know. That shark
Okay, maybe
roared
not.
in
Never
Jaws the
mind.
Revenge.
Well, if you read the book for Jaws: The Revenge, the shark actually doesn't exist. The shark is created by a voodoo guy who sends the shark after the Brodies. So the shark
Oh,
is actually more like mythical.
what? I don't like that.
Forget what I
Yeah.
said about Jaws being based on reality.
I'm
Oh
just
yeah,
saying I
the
don't
book
even
for
like
Jaws:
that.
The Revenge has gangsters in it, and mobsters and voodoo and
Whoever wrote
Forget
that,
all
all
was
that
he
that.
stuff
on
got cut
crack?
out.
Was he on crack when he was like assigned to make that? Like that's just ridiculous. That should have been in the movie, just so you know.
It should have been.
I mean,
Well, they'd be because from what I understand is isn't it different type of water? Like the shark wouldn't be able to survive in the water that it was in, like
yeah,
on
because
the
it was
island.
like hotter, warmer
Yeah,
climate.
where the yeah. So
Yeah,
they already so it's a magical shark.
and it roared. So which this
Just
shark
like a
roared.
lion.
This shark roared, which I thought was awesome.
Yeah,
And what? So
it
what?
was.
What kind of shark was this supposed to be? Because it looked like its own individual shark. It had like all that
Yeah,
crazy shit on it.
it was an earthworm shark.
Yeah, but it didn't look like an earthworm to me. So
No,
I don't know what they were trying
I
to
don't
go
think they
for.
said what kind of shark they used to like splice the genes.
Yeah.
I
It was a
always figured
own
it was a
thing.
great white.
I thought so too, but it doesn't look like a great white. Not like the
I mean, the
fin and all
picture
this other
behind
stuff.
you looks like a great white.
Well,
I
the
mean, with its
face
mouth
does,
open
but
and
the
everything.
rest of the stuff on it, on the rest of the body, looks crazy, like spikes and
I
shit.
think that's what's so cool about it because it had such a unique new look. It doesn't have to be really based on any type of real shark. It's just like its own thing.
That's true. What was the other one that did that? There was another one that we reviewed recently, I think. Malibu shark, no,
Yeah, with the goblin shark.
goblin
But they're
shark, yeah.
goblin sharks for real. But they've been extinct for years.
But
So
they didn't use great whites, they used something different.
yeah, they use different types of shark.
Yeah, I like that. I'm cool with that.
Yeah, because
Well, what
everyone
other
uses great whites or megalodons. Nice to see like something different. But
well, what other film where the shark went through the sand? Was that Sand Shark?
Sand
yeah,
shark.
sand sharks.
Because didn't that have like different skin on it and everything? Like they explained that it had like little feelers that pushed it.
I
I
haven't seen that in forever, so I don't
think
remember.
so, but yeah, it's been a while for me as well.
I need to rewatch that, but maybe we'll do it next year for Shark
Yeah, I
Attack
think they
Sundays.
find like these little things, and they realize that it's pushing itself along the sand, like it's a prehistoric or something, and that's how it can push
Yeah,
itself along the sand.
they're always prehistoric in these movies.
Hmm.
They are.
Yeah,
But
so
I
most
really enjoyed this one. I thought it was really fun. I'm coming off of Shark Bite or Blood Bite or whatever it's freaking called. I was so bummed. It's like, God, what a waste of $10. And then I saw this and I was like, yay!
so
Yeah,
Bloodbite
this
is
movie
available on Tubi?
Tubi.
Yeah.
God, and you spent money on it? Poor guy.
Did you buy
Well,
a
I was
DVD of it, John?
I did. I was at Walmart and they just had like this massive shark section, and I ended up buying like 5 shark movies. I also got like Blood in the Water, which is that Saw meets Jaws,
Yeah, I got
which
that too. An alien shark.
You got
Alien,
Alien
I
Shark.
got I got Alien Shark. I got that
Did
too.
you watch
Donald
Alien
Will
Shark?
sent me a picture. I haven't seen it yet, no, because I was trying to find one to review for reviews after midnight, and I don't know. I put it in, then I took it out, and I thought, let me watch Blood in the Water. Let me see how that one goes. And it's Saw, just with a shark. I
Um,
mean, I'm really surprised they didn't get sued.
so this comes out on Sunday, right? This Sunday, and it'll be out. And then Monday, our Man Eaters episode comes out, that we did Malibu Shark Attack.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then you've got the shark one, and then we're still doing Shark Attack Sunday until the end of August. So August is going to be like Shark Month, for the Indie Film
Every
Cafe.
month is Shark Month.
Well, for you,
Should be
definitely.
anyway.
Yeah. You're a you're like the shark movie expert, You're the one
I'm trying.
right. I mean, I'm telling you, Matt like
Got to write a
tags you
book.
in everything that's shark related.
I know he does. It's
You
funny.
know,
I love that guy.
I think it's hilarious because I'm just like I'll see something and he'll say, he'll tag you in it, and I'll be like, it must be a shark thing,
Yeah.
But I guess that's not a bad thing to be an expert on, right?
No, not at all.
No, and I blame Maddie for my recent shark purchases. So she posts them, up on Facebook, and then I'm
Yeah.
like, "Ooh, that one looks cool. That one looks cool. Wait, how much was that? Where'd you get that one?" And then I discovered Walmart.com, and it's just like,
Oh, you
"Oh,
got
from
it from
work, I'll just
Walmart. Okay. Okay, so you didn't
Walmart
actually
yeah."
usually
go to
has a good
Walmart.
selection of shark movies, especially this time of year.
Yeah, they usually because I went over there. I was not impressed, honestly, and a lot of this stuff was the stuff that you guys said you got, like Blood in the Water and stuff. And I was just like, an alien shark. I was like, I don't know if I want to spend $10 on this,
You
like,
probably don't.
because especially if it's on Tubi. I hate saying this because like I am a physical media guy, but I
Yeah.
don't end up these days. I don't end up watching my DVDs unless they're not available on streaming, right? Because if they're available on streaming, if I have to watch something for one of my podcasts, I would rather watch it on Tubi for free instead of putting in my disc, which
Yeah.
I know I understand Tubi has commercials. I don't mind commercials. They don't bother me. Except the fact that nowadays it's 6 commercials
Oh my
instead of
God, you like something.
what?
You like something.
Oh yeah, I like watching
You like commercials.
I like commercials. And I would, like I don't mind watching them.
Forget World War II movies. Forget sports movies. Forget
No,
zombie
no,
movies.
sports
Give
movies.
me
Just
commercials.
commercials.
Sports movies are my jam. I love sports movies. It depends on the sport, obviously, but baseball, basketball, football, all that shit I love, do like a rugby movie even, I wouldn't mind that,
Cricket. You're a huge fan of cricket.
Cricket. I've never actually seen a movie on cricket. I don't know if they have any,
Shaun of the
What's
Dead
that one
does it.
where they push the disc? What's the push the disc one?
Isn't that cricket? I don't know.
No, no, cricket's with the bat. The
Oh,
one where they have the long strip and it's like the black puck and the two guys are there with the brooms.
Oh, you
pushing
mean
it along.
oh my God, what is that called? They do it in Santa's sleigh.
oh, I've not seen that movie since I reviewed it like a few
God,
years
I love
ago.
Santa's sleigh. But it's called oh my God, it's gonna bother me.
I know what it is, but it's just not popping up. I just saw something with them doing it. But Johnson's probably a big fan of that.
I'd watch that. Like I watch that. I watch commercials.
Curling. Curling.
Curling.
That's
Yes,
curling.
yes.
Okay.
Thank you. Because it was bothering me.
Yeah, it'll be stuck in your head for a while, huh?
Yeah. I'll wake up in the middle of the night. Oh yeah, that's what it is.
That's what it is. Now you know you don't need to. There you go.
Yeah, to go back to our movie for a second, one thing I really did like is looking at your picture.
Yeah.
Is I like how it took place during the day.
Yeah.
like they weren't trying to hide it at night, you
Mm-mm.
know, and it was. I mean, they had no problem showing this shark. They loved the shark.
That's what I liked about it.
Well, and it wasn't bad CGI, you
Not
know?
really, no.
No, I mean, like I said, I think they had a pretty good budget for this movie, because they weren't afraid to like show off the shark. They weren't afraid. I mean, they showed off the shark. The shark was in like almost all of the movie,
Yeah,
or
which
whatever.
I
So
enjoyed.
yeah, I enjoyed too. Um and they weren't afraid. Yeah, you're right. They did it during the day. I don't think they had any night scenes, you know.
Uh-uh.
No, I don't
Um,
think so either.
but that
No,
makes
and
more
it had
sense
a
for
cave.
movies
It had its
anyway.
own cave too. Had its own King Kong cave.
Yeah. Oh God, that was pretty cool. Yeah, it was like in the jungle, and yeah,
Yeah.
I liked all that. I like that it was an underwater facility in the middle of the jungle, and then my favorite scene in the whole movie was him like at the like I guess shopping center thing, mall, like outdoor mall or whatever, and he's out there just like people are just like a shark, and I'm like, can you just imagine? Like this is literally what I pictured like how Apex Predators should have been, with it. You know what I mean? Like they should have
It
done
should have
more of
been in the
this.
garbage can.
That's true, but you know, we
Well,
talked
that's
about the ending of
mentioning
Apex.
the. I mean, mentioning the shopping mall is. I like how they're all dancing. All the women are dancing, or they're like aerobicizing, or whatever they're doing. And the guy walks up, and he seems like a dick at first because he turns their music off, and they're like, "Hey!" And he just points up, and there's the shark. He's like
Yeah.
actually trying to save them. It's a good
Yeah.
little twist there.
Yeah, like I think the movie was full of good little twists that shocked me. Like I was very
Yeah.
surprised of how, like I literally did not think this movie. I didn't think I was gonna like it. You know, um, because not that I actually like Asian culture. Stuff. See, I like some things, John. I did not know, like, because I didn't know how this was gonna be. Like I was like, oh man, we already had one land shark, right, movie, and then we had another one now, and like that's already two that have ripped off the Saturday Night Live,
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like
Land shark.
land shark, knock knock knock. But
I know what you mean.
I love that. I love that. I love that skit. And
It's so
so
funny.
anytime I say, "Oh, there's a movie called Land Shark," people are like the SNL skit, and I'm just like, not exactly. It's nothing like that at all. Thank God, because they probably get sued. I'm surprised they literally can get away with that. I mean, I guess they can trademark the Land Shark name if they had wanted to. You
I mean,
know,
it's also a beer, so
No, you can't copyright a title.
can't
you can trademark
copyright
it
it.
though. You can trademark it, which
Yeah,
is
but it's words. Land and shark are two very big words. Like Darth Vader, you couldn't get away with, because it's such a known name. But
right.
land shark, it's just two words. I mean, it's just there's land everywhere and there's sharks everywhere.
That's
So I
true.
don't think that you could copyright that.
Yeah,
Godzilla,
I don't think so either.
yeah,
Godzilla, you could probably copyright or whatever
Yeah.
trademark because
Well, yeah, Godzilla is Godzilla. I was gonna say, like, when he's in the city, it, kind of thought made me think of Godzilla a little bit. I thought that maybe they were going there.
Well, it did
oh,
sound like
sure.
that.
I don't know if it was just me, but I was thinking of that
I think
whenever
it
it was
should
in
have
the city.
ended with like a big monster coming to fight, somehow like the thing gets resurrected and they have to fight this they have to use the land shark
Land
to
shark
fight
too.
something else. Yeah. I don't
That would have been cool.
Sadly they blew it up, so I don't know if they ever.
Well,
No,
there's
there's
a
a baby
baby
at the
land
end.
shark, so
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
And then
Okay.
there could be like mecha land shark, where it's like a mechanical land shark that fights land shark.
well,
Now
now
you're
we're
just
talking
going
like
into
Mecha Shark
asylum.
versus Mega Shark,
Yeah,
Mega Shark versus Mecha Shark.
you're going into asylum
No,
territory right there.
that's Godzilla territory. Remember Mecha Godzilla.
That's
Yeah.
true.
way before Asylum did it.
Yeah, so Asylum, of course, the ripoff kings of cinema, they did Mecha Shark or whatever.
Mega Shark versus Mecha Shark, which is the
Uh,
best Mega Shark movie, by the way,
that's
in
the
my
one we
opinion.
did not do because I
That's
don't
a
think
fun
did we
one.
do
I
it?
don't care what
We
anyone
might
says.
have
I
did.
enjoyed
That's
it.
a good one. The Colossus one was really boring.
No, we did do
Yeah, Colossus is
Colossus.
probably the weakest of the bunch,
We did
but the rest are
Colossus
really
only
fun
shows
in
up
my
for like
opinion.
30 seconds. That's about it. So I
Yeah,
did pick up from the Asylum in my batch. I didn't realize it was Asylum when I got it. Is Megalodon Rising
sorry.
we
with
did
Michael
I
Madsen.
kind of enjoyed the first Megalodon movie from the Asylum, but I didn't like the sequel so much. I'd be interested to hear what you have to say about it.
we did do what is it? Uh Mega Shark versus Giant Octopus. And
I love
then
it.
which
I saw that one on the big screen.
That's
They
and then
so
actually
amazing.
and we did the
they had a
Colossus one. The
screening of it
Colossus
out
was
here.
terrible. At
So boring.
least yeah, it was boring. And that the parts that we liked about the Giant Octopus was just like Debbie Gibson,
It's got a shark biting a plane. What more do you want?
Deborah Gibson.
Deborah Gibson. Deborah, that's how she is these days.
Did you guys do Crocosaurus? Mega
We
Shark
did
versus
not
Croc?
yet, but we didn't do
That's got
Mega
Steve
Shark
Urkel
yet.
in it, so that's all you need to know.
Actually, I saw him in a
Steven
Netflix movie just
Urkel.
recently. What?
What?
What was that, John?
Steven Urkel.
Steven Urkel. Steve.
So because
Urkel.
now they never go by their old names; they always go by their adult names now.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's not Steve, it's Steven. It's not Debbie, it's Deborah.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Well,
think Tiffany even threw in a last name in there.
I don't think she
Tiffon.
did. Oh, she's now
She's still
Tiffany. I don't.
Tiffon.
um,
Sorry,
I don't know.
Tiffon.
Anyway,
Tiffany.
anyway, I yeah, it has Urkel in it, but
Yeah.
what is it?
He
we just
didn't
haven't
do a
watched
bad
it.
job either.
No, he was
No.
good. He was good in it.
I think he's in a couple of them.
But he was also in a Netflix movie I just watched with Adam Sandler, the Hustle movie, and I was shocked to
Oh,
see him. He's actually a he did basketball. He's a pretty good basketball player.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I
I
haven't
didn't know
really
that
seen
either.
him in too much other than the Stone movies and Family Matters.
He really hasn't done much else, but
Good for him for still working, you know?
it's funny. I don't know if he was in the movie Jane White is Sick and Twisted, but that was done by the guy that created the Asylum, David Michael Latt, directed
Yeah.
this movie, and it had like Allie Mills from in Dust and Diamond, Screech was in it. So I'm wondering if Urkel was in it because it was all about a girl who was like obsessed with television or whatever.
Mhm.
Great movie. We're gonna do it for Indie Film Cafe at some point. It's actually a lot of fun, but it's like everybody's sort of making fun of their,
Characters.
TV selves,
Yeah.
and everything, which I think is fantastic.
Yeah.
But yeah, to go back to Land Shark, because once again, I guess we'll wrap it up around here, because I think we've talked a good amount about it, or whatnot. Like, okay, if you guys had to give this a rating, what were we doing, John? Do you know? We were doing ratings, right? Like, were we doing stars or were we doing stinkometer ratings?
I think for these they were the stinkometer. Yeah,
Okay.
because then it was for the Final Destination and stuff. We were just doing stars.
Yeah. So we'll do stinkometer rating, which we all know is the 1 to 10 rating system, where 1 is really, really good and 10 is really, really stinky and bad. And, and sometimes stinky is good and cheesy, sometimes you like that kind of stuff or whatever. But, and then you could do a 0.5 if you feel like it needs it needs a little push to one, can't decide between one or the other. So John, what would you say for this one?
I'm giving this thing a 1.
A one? For real? All right.
I loved it. I was totally surprised by it. I mean, I was into it from the minute the film began. I mean, second the film began. I mean, I like the two guys fishing, and because it reminded, I think they were making fun of the Godzilla, the American Godzilla,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
where they were fishing, and it comes up, and it was done 100 times better in this. So I really enjoyed it. I'm gonna actually give this a 1. I even recommended it to Donald Wills, who's also a big shark person, and I said, yeah, I highly recommend this one. You should pick it up.
All
So I'm
right.
gonna give it a 1.
Well, so they had you at hello. All right. You
Yes,
know,
they had me at the box cover too. I love that box cover.
box
Yeah.
cover is great. So
Yeah.
what about you, Maddie?
I mean, I would give it a 1 too. I think this movie's a blast. I think this is one of the like, I love cheesy shark movies.
Mm-hmm.
Over the top, as ridiculous as it gets. I'm a huge Sharknado fan. And this is like, because there hasn't been a lot of great cheesy shark movies lately. Like The Asylum ain't making them like they used to. You just don't see like six-headed shark attack and all that stuff anymore. But this is like a return to form for that. Like this feels like a great, you know, over the top asylum cheesy fucking movie. So yeah, I really enjoyed this. It's a blast from beginning to end. It's got great fun characters. You know, you just you want to grab a couple beers, invite friends over, and you want to watch Land Shark. It's a fun movie.
You
I
guys are
agree.
making me like feel bad because originally my first thought was a 3, which isn't bad or whatever. That's pretty low. But the more that you guys are talking about, I kind of want to go with the 1 myself too because it is. I mean, I really didn't have many complaints. Like if the only complaint I had was that it spent a little bit too much time in the facility, where I just wish it had gone out more. If that's my only complaint, then I think this movie is pretty damn good. Like I like as John mentioned, the shark is fantastic looking. They actually want to show it off, which most of the
Yeah.
time people don't want to because they're like,
Yeah.
it's terrible. This looks bad. Let me hide it. You know. I think the people that made this should do like a regular Jaws movie if they ever do one. These guys should be brought in to work on it.
Yeah.
Obviously with American actors and everything, but like the people are just the directing, everything is top notch in this movie. So I really
I
really
want
liked
part
it.
two.
So
I don't know why.
I'll go with the 1 as well. I'll change my 3 to a 1. You guys have convinced
Wow.
me. Um, and so there you go. This will be the probably so far the lowest rated shark movie, and I wonder if it's gonna stay that way.
I picked one too good, I guess.
Hey, we actually like that. Sometimes you need one that everybody will probably want to go see. I
Exactly.
mean, not many
And
people
more
want to
people
see
need to see
Apex
this.
Predators. Yeah, nobody needs to see Apex Predators. Nobody.
No, they don't.
Ooh.
The
Uh.
sequel had its premiere tonight,
mm,
I think.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
wow. Yeah. The spawning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice
Terrible title.
original title.
Yeah.
Well,
Original
I
title.
I might be looking at this the wrong way because I wanted to do Noah's Shark and then The Last Shark, which I think is the greatest Jaws ripoff ever made.
Yeah,
And
you've
then Paul
mentioned this.
showed us, yeah, Shark Huntress, and I'm like, oh fuck this, no way. And so that's what I thought, Blood Bite, because I'm like, okay, well I'm gonna throw something shitty in there too. But now after seeing Land Shark, it's like, well, I don't know, maybe I should go back to The Last Shark.
Yeah. Sometimes you can pick movies you really enjoy that you think, you don't know what other people are going to think.
Right.
You enjoy Last Shark, other people might not. You know what I mean?
Well,
Can get a little divisive rather than just picking the shittiest thing you can, which we've all done it.
exactly. Well, thank you guys so much. This is awesome. I loved having you guys on here and chatting. And Madeline, thank you for running this.
Oh
starting
yeah,
this off
thank you for having me.
and picking this awesome movie that we all
Yeah,
enjoyed.
Yeah, thank you.
And
I'm
I
glad
think
everyone enjoyed it. It's a
we're all
blast.
shocked. But there you go. So that's the last thing we'll tell you guys. Go watch it if you haven't seen it. What we said
Yeah,
does not do
very
it
good.
justice at all. You have to watch it to believe it.
Yeah,
Now go
for sure.
go get some sushi. Bring it back and watch it.
That's a great pair.
Sushi and beer, as you guys said. That's a
yeah, like sake or something.
and it's got to
or,
be
yeah,
land shark beer that you guys drink.
Exactly.
There you go.
Is there a beer called Land Shark?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
really?
pretty good.
Yeah. I don't. Well, I've never had it, but I never will, because I don't drink. But I know of it. I've seen people have it, or whatever.
I have a land shark T-shirt my parents gave me.
Nice.
Because they got sharks on it. So
well, there you go. That's your parents know you well.
yes, they do.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much, and everybody, join us in next week for Paul's episode. He'll be back to do one more episode, and then it's a whole nother month full of fun, amazing shark movies. So I can't wait to see what's next. Until then, everybody, bye.
Bye, everybody.
See ya.